That's exactly what I did.
Okay. What's your dog's name?
Dog is Ellie. Ellie.
And
She is
a breed?
she's a Lab Retriever.
I think I've met Allie if I've been to your house, right?
What's that?
Have I met Allie when I was at your house a few years ago?
How many years ago were you here?
Like 25, it feels like, man. You've been to my house too. It was 36 years ago. Let's see. I don't know, maybe 17.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll trade you for one. I'll trade you for one bulimic cat.
Allergic, both my son and I.
I was able to utilize that as a deterrent for decades. and I really legitimately thought I was. And then we got cats because my kids really wanted some, but we didn't want to get a dog because we wouldn't love it properly. We wouldn't take care of it properly. So now we have two tuxedo, well-dressed inmates that try to escape anytime they can. They're always plotting.
Well, I think my kids would have any animal that I would get. And even now they're teenagers, but the problem in our home is want the pleasure of an animal, but without the work. So, every day is a battle still to get them to walk the dog.
Mm-hmm. See, we don't. The cats clean themselves. We've never bathed them. We don't take them to the vet. We're horrible pet owners, but our inoculations and vet solution is don't let them out of the house. And so the cats,
right.
We agreed on moral grounds that we would not allow our cats out when we adopted them.
Yeah.
That was a criteria for acquiring them. Yeah.
Well, I can tell you that over the course of this last year, with so much time at home, the animal became quite a significant source of stress release.
Yeah, for sure.
And the dog is actually incredibly smart. So she does everything from the give you a paw thing to holding food on your nose until you give her permission to eat it, to laying down, playing dead, everything.
She has you that well trained. Like you'll do all those things for her.
I do all of those things really well on command. But when
you do all those things too.
But the dog is also exceptionally intuitive. So my son, and I don't know, Kenny, if this was the case with your kids, but when it comes to video games, he gets really angry and he yells at the screen. and our dog would get right up on his lap, and she's 60 pounds. And she put her head right across his chest, kind of peering over his back, her head right next to his neck, looking the other way to calm him down. And when there is yelling in my home, which on occasion happens, I know that's a surprise to you guys, but it does happen. The dog goes between whoever is in the conflict. So, so it's been cool to kind of have, hey, hon, time to get going, to kind of have a pet during this time, And also, you guys probably experience this, except Stretch, because his kids always loved him. But when they hit teenagers, you come home and they don't, when they were little, they'd run, Daddy's home. Now they don't even pay attention. But that dog is like
straight to the cats for my kids.
The source of life is here. I'm so happy to see you. So yeah. But anyway.
Our dog is Stretch. Our dog is the same. It's it would be considered the source of life in our family.
My cats don't care unless it's feeding time.
Yeah, well, they're cats.
They are. They're
Chose
so
poor.
they call it with tuxedo cats, they call it tuxitude. It's like they don't need you. I don't need you.
Nope.
Someone's angry, yelling. Why'd you wake me up from my nap?